In this video, we will combine everything we have learned in the last 3 videos to analyze SF Salary Dataset from Kaggle.com. Link is in the description if you want to download it. And giveaway result will also be there in this video, so watch till the end. To read a CSV file, Pandas has a method called readCSV. This method takes the name of a file as input. But make sure that your directory of CSV file and the notebook you are working in is same. Else you have to pass the entire file path of CSV file you want to read. Now if you check the DF, then it will show you the CSV file something like this with total number of rows and columns in it. But usually we don't have to look at the entire data frame. We only look at first 4 or 5 rows to get some basic idea about the dataset. So to display few rows from the top, we have head method. Inside this head method, we can pass the number of rows we want to look at. Now the first thing you should look in a dataset is total number of rows and columns it has. And to do so, we can check shape attribute of this data frame. So this data frame contains 148,654 rows and 13 columns. Now we will look what columns are available in our dataset using columns attribute. Let's say you have to find what is the average salary regardless of their job profile. For that we will call mean method on our base pay column. Now suppose you have been asked to find the average base pay of all unique job titles. So in order to do that, first we have to group the data frame by job title and then we will find the mean of that data frame. So you can see that we have total 2159 different jobs and mean value of all the columns for corresponding jobs. But since we only want to look at the base pay column, we will pass that columns inside the square bracket and it will return you the average base pay of all different jobs. Now let's find the job which has highest salary. So first I will grab the data frame where the base pay is equal to the maximum base pay. It will return that entire row where the base pay is maximum. So to get only the job title as output, pass it inside the square bracket. So we conclude that highest paid job is Chief of Police among all other jobs. And if you want to look for the employee name whose total pay benefit is highest, then just change the base pay to total pay benefits, and this time we are looking for employee name, so just change the job title to employee name. There is an alternative to do the same task in more simple way. Data frame has a method called idmax. If you call this method on total pay benefits column, then it will return you the index number of that row where the total pay benefits is maximum. Then we can pass this inside the LOC method to grab that entire row. And to grab the employee name, just pass it inside the square bracket. Now suppose I tell you to find the top 5 most common job profile in this dataset, then how will you do it? Well, we can figure out the count of unique jobs and then we can simply select the top 5 rows from it. So we will call the value count method on the job title column. If you run this, then it will show you the count of all unique jobs in descending order. But since we want the top 5 jobs, we will call head method on it with input 5. Now let's say you have been asked to find the average total pay benefits of each year. Our approach will be the same. First we will group the data frame by year column, then we will call the mean method on it, and then we will select the value from total pay benefits column. Now I will show you how we can apply methods in order to select rows based on our own criteria. Suppose we want to select all the rows where job title has police keyword. For that, first we will create a function which takes title as input and then it will check if title contains police keyword, then it will return true, else return false. So if we apply this police function on job title column, then it will return a boolean data frame. But if you pass this boolean data frame inside square bracket by calling the data frame, then it will return those rows where the values is true. So these are the rows where the job title contains police keyword. Now let's find the number of people whose base pay is greater than $200,000 and their agency is in San Francisco. For that, first we will call our data frame and inside the square bracket we will write our first condition, which is base pay greater than $200,000, and second condition as agency is equal to San Francisco. So there are total 509 people whose agency is in San Francisco and the base pay is greater than $200,000. And here are the names of giveaway winners. You all will get a mail on 15 December with all the instructions and link to enroll in the course. From next video we will start with data visualization. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then do subscribe it and hit the bell icon. And if my videos are upgrading your knowledge, then don't forget to like it.